Good morning, everybody. It is Tammy coming to you live today from my office in Farmville, Virginia. I'm a little later than normal for Sunday sermon, but it's been a busy morning. It is Christmas Eve, so first and foremost, Merry Christmas Eve. And I am live in a lot of places today. I'm live in some unfamiliar places today that I've not been live in probably, I don't know how long. I'm live on my personal page. I'm live in the Grateful Fed. I'm live on all the Hometown IP platforms, as well as my Party with Tammy private VIP page for my ladies group that I used to have for Pure Romance. And I've not gone live over there in probably 2 years. I've not even done anything in that group. But I thought today there might be some soul over there that needed to hear us and say hi. So Merry Christmas Eve. As you jump on here today, I'm going to ask that you do me a favor and say hello and tell us where you're watching from and drop us a Grateful Fed in the comments. I am, thanks Elizabeth for saying hello and telling us where you're watching from. So be like Elizabeth and check in when you jump on here. Today is not going to be a very long Sunday sermon. It's going to be kind of short and to the point. We are working on Christmas Eve food and I am very, very, very ready to be done for the next couple of days before I have to come back in on Tuesday and start over with a new project. We have a wedding on Wednesday and I'm going to come in Tuesday and do it all and then have people show up to go serve it all. Good morning, watching from Farmville. Hi, Julian. If y'all can send Julian some love. Julian probably is one of the people that needed to hear this sermon today. So I'm glad that he's here because it is about the holidays looking a little different than they used to, right? I told Amy a little bit ago. Hi, Norma Jean from Abilene, from behind you. I am struggling today. I'm just going to be as authentic and as real as I can be with y'all. And I'm probably going to cry because I've been crying all morning. Cried all the way into work today. Cried laying in bed this morning. And I just don't know why. And I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I really just miss Mom a lot. And I'm exhausted and it doesn't help any. But when I feel like I'm feeling right now, I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm just drained, right? Just drained. And I just saying what I'm saying because it's true. She was the person who I could go and just recharge with. And it's been a long year. And I do not see it end in sight of the chaos that is happening in the world. The ball just keeps rolling down the hill. And she was always my voice of reason to help me stop the ball from rolling for a second and to get my feet under me. Always. Always, always, always. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And so I am going to bet that there's a lot of you out there today who are also feeling like me, right? Just there's a lot of chaos in the world, and I pray and I hope for you on this holiday season and this holiday, this Sunday morning, that you lean into the folks who are there to help, that you remember that and I'm saying this for myself. I would say if I'm pointing this way, there's like 4 fingers pointing back this way. That if you're struggling like I am today, with maybe your person not being in the physical plane here with us right now, there's been a lot of loss over the last couple of months, the last couple of weeks. People have lost family members, they have lost friends, they have lost pets, jobs. There's been a lot of loss, and I've been privy to it because, as a caterer, one of the things, and we kind of jumped in this morning. Merry Christmas if you're just now joining us. Please say hello. Tell us where you're watching from. It's Sunday Sermon. We come live every Sunday morning here. We're live on YouTube. We're live on all the Facebook platforms. You can do me a favor, say hi, throw some thumbs up. Just helps the algorithm a little bit, helps me find everybody. I just kind of jumped in this morning. We just talk about what's going on in the world, and we kind of give a little um, spiritual, emotionally supportive, motivational kind of talk on Sundays. Merry Christmas, everybody. I love each and every one of you, but if this holiday you're struggling, I want you to know it's okay, right? You do not understand how beautiful the sunshine is unless you have been in the rain, right? I always say that when I feel like this is how we're going to frame this today is perspective. I can't help how I feel. I can't help how like what's coming at me, but I can control and I can help the way in which I respond to it and I react to it and then it affects me. So as I sit here today, um, struggling a lot, right? Just, laying in bed last night, um, reeling through all of the things that still have to be done, reeling through, have I done enough for everybody? Reeling through all the things we reel through, right? Like I said, the ball has been rolling down the hill. And my mom was my person who I could go to and just have my moment and not feel judged for it, right? Not feel judged for it. Not feel like I have to apologize for having the moment, right? You know that person. But I have to remember, right, that she is right here and I can have those conversations with her. Just she's not going to answer back in the way that she used to. And I can't feel her presence physically. And I know that so many of you out there are feeling the same way that I am today. And I was really thinking like maybe I don't go live today because I'm not really in the live moment, feeling the feeling of the feelings. But I was like, somebody needs to hear this today. Um, Somebody needs to hear this today because they're struggling like I am and they're feeling by themselves or they're feeling less than because of it, or they feel like they should be strong and get through this and everything's going to, I want you to know that like I lost my mom not too many years ago now. It was 2018. Um, and there are years when, good morning. It's hills and valleys, right? Hills and valleys. And as you navigate loss, whether it be through the holiday times, whether it be maybe something special you had with your person, know that they are here, right? Know that, you're going to have your moments of crying and that's okay. It doesn't make you any less of a strong person or any of that. I always, this is how, this is my gift. I have so much love in my heart for her that just comes out in tears. But you can frame it, right? And like I said, being a caterer this year I've been, people use food to celebrate. And sometimes they're celebrating life's happy moments, and sometimes they are celebrating life's important moments like promotions or, you know, donations to nonprofits or, business type things, important things. And then we did a lot of funerals this year. We did a lot of bereavement food this year. We took food to people who had lost someone. People asked to send meal trains. Um, we have um, we have been there for people at their lowest and at their highest. Right? We've brought food to new families who were welcoming new babies, and then unfortunately we've had to take food to people who had to maybe bury a baby, and it's just all over the spectrum this year. And I am so grateful. That's a grateful fan, right? We are so grateful. Oh, yay. I'm so glad you enjoyed the birthdays, right? We are so grateful um for I gotta answer. I'm gonna have my sister answer this. Okay. We have been there through it all, right? And we are very grateful for that. We are very grateful for that. That food has been at the places where you have been sad, where you've been happy, where you have been rejoicing, where you have been celebrating in some shape, fashion, or form. And we cannot wait to be a part of that going into next year, right? We cannot wait to be a part of that. Um, I feel that food is very uh Lord Jesus, I'm trying just to get through until the new year. I haven't enjoyed Christmas in decades. I miss my little sister. She made going home for the holidays truly worth it. I look forward to the new year. I always look forward to the new year, but here's what I'm going to tell you. Like, I was really struggling today. Christmas Eve is at my house. This is when my family always do Christmas Eve. We're doing Christmas Eve at my house tonight. The nieces and nephews are going to be there. Um, uh, my dad's going to be there. Um, and I'm very excited about it. And even though like I'm struggling today, that's what I'm coming to talk to you about today. It's how you perceive it, right? I spent the year after my mom passed grieving her in a way that was very unhealthy for me. I spent the first year after my mom passed away um, trying to kill myself the way that she did, is what I feel like. She ate herself to death, right? She very much allowed her it happened like it was supposed to, but she just was one of those people who just did what she wanted, when she wanted, how she wanted, right? And if they said you can't have potato chips and sweet things and you should eat more healthy foods and you should not smoke cigarettes and you should do these things, my mom would just say sure. She's like, well, you only live once. I'm not gonna be miserable living here. And she didn't realize that those things were probably the things that were making her miserable because it affected her health and all those things. So that first year, if I missed mom, I would go make mom's coconut pie, and the smells would smell like mom in the house, and then every bite of that felt like I was in the room with her. And I really did that for like a year of just ate myself into like 300 pounds. Um, and um, I didn't know how to move forward in the world without that person, right? My mom was a piece of my heart. I still feel like I walk around the planet every day with a little piece of my heart just somewhere in the heavens, right? I'm going to encourage each and every one of you, right, to give yourself grace. Oh, I'm so glad. It is a lot of people struggling this season. And I want y'all to know that the hard days are hard, but there are better days ahead. And when you do move through it, you do move through grief in a way that is very personal, right? Everyone has their way of grieving, and it's hills and valleys, and it's ups and downs, and it's laughters and tears. So I want you to give yourself grace, just like I'm doing today, right? It's been years. It's been a lot of Christmases without mom and physically here, but I am choosing today to believe that she is more with me than she has ever been, right? She's a part of me. She's watching down. She's here in everything we do. I wear her ring every day, right? Call her close. And that I know that I'm a strong person, and I know that I am not going to give up my lust for life because there's a part of me that's maybe sad about. My mom would not have wanted me to do that. Just like that year I spent eating and smoking cigarettes and like laying on my ass and doing nothing, I'm sad. I was seeing that I was doing to my family what mom did to us, right? Which was possibly taking me out of the picture a little sooner. So I want you to rejoice today in this holiday season. And I want you to be happy in the memories. I want to tell stories about mom. We tell stories about mom every day in this kitchen. Every day in this kitchen. But I want you to remember that talking about them makes them present in the moment, right? Telling the silly stories and the things that they did and doing something in honor of them for the holidays will keep them present in your life. But I want you to be okay with not being okay when you're not okay. I struggle with that. I feel like I am the leader of the pack, right? I am like, wait, the sunshine committee, and that I try to practice what I preach, right? Practice what you preach. I am very, one of my core principles, right? The core principle and how I operate in life. And I'll share this for the people who maybe are new here. I do not talk religion with people because everyone has their own personal relationship with their divinity, with whatever words you use. That's why I say don't yuck anybody's yum. I don't boo anybody's beautiful, right? Whatever words you use, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, the universe, source, whatever your words may be, I honor that in you because I subscribe to Namaste. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you. We all have our personal walks. Um, but whatever it is, I'm going to promise you, right? Whatever words you use, whether they're, back into the universe, the collective energy source, because energy is never ending, whether they're in heaven as an angel looking down, your loved one is with you, and you, because you carry them with you. And on days when you're not okay, it's okay just to say, I am struggling today. I miss them in the plane here. And give yourself ability to kind of feel the feelings, notice the things, do something to get yourself straight. But give yourself grace for that. I know people who have, my mother-in-law is a perfect example. She lost her parents when she was very young, very, very young. And there are certain days when I can talk to her, and she is as sad about losing her mom and dad as she was as a little child. And she's in her 70s. Um, so if your loss is new this holiday season, it's maybe the first holiday without your person, start a tradition. Find some way to honor them. One of the things that we did, so I can share something that we do for my mom, um, like my mother-in-law. So one of the things she does, she was raised by her sister-in-law. She was much younger than her siblings. So her brother and his wife raised her as one of theirs, because she was like 12. She's a small child. So that's my aunt, Red's Aunt Gwen is kind of who he considers his grandmother. It's who he knew as a grandmother. And she did these blue lights on her tree. So every year in her honor, my mother-in-law puts up a tree outside with blue lights, and it's called the Gwen tree. And that's just this thing, something that they liked at Christmas, blue lights, and that's her tree. One of the things that we do, my mom collected snow babies. And if you knew my mom, she has a collection from the 80s. I mean, I've got them all over. I can show you pictures. Like, I got the collection until it's time for the next grandchild to have them. And so every year I add to that collection. I buy my mom a Christmas gift every year. I buy her a new snow baby to add to her collection. And I keep adding to the collection, and hopefully we'll continue to grow that collection. And I'm emotional about that because I have not done that yet. I forgot about buying the snow baby because I've been busy. But that's okay. I'm going to give myself grace and go on Amazon after Christmas and add it to the collection. That's what you do, right? Maybe it's an ornament. Maybe it's a candle or something. I love that. Today is the anniversary of my grandfather's death. Christmas Eve was our big night. He has been around me for several days now. I can smell his cigarettes, his smell. Yeah, and I was smelling something a little earlier, and I was like, what is that? I was like, somebody's close by. I don't know what it is, but I can tell that, like, I don't know if it was mom or one of my nannies. But I'm here just because I wanted to show you, like, even a few years later, right? 8, 19, 20, 21, 20. It's been 5. This is the 5th Christmas, right? 5th Christmas. Maybe that's why a big number, right? 5 years. 5th Christmas without mom. And because I'm struggling, I wanted to come because I knew some more people were struggling. And that's why I said I'm going to go live on the Party with Tammy page as well, because I know there's people over there that are probably having this problem, feeling a little overly emotional about everything. And I want you to know that if you are feeling this way and you cannot kick it, I want you to reach out and get help. So many people struggle silently with mental health. And when I talked about, like, the things that I prescribe to, one of the things that I prescribe to, I said, is Namaste, right? The divine in me recognizes the divine in you. But another thing that I draw a really hard line on is that I operate from integrity, from a place of non-negotiable accountability. If I said I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, right? If I say it, I think it, I do it. Like, what I say, what I think, and what I do are in alignment with each other. And with that being said, it's very hard for me, right, to not allow myself room for error, allow myself room for hey, Amy. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, I was trying to, she's asking questions and then, there's other things happening. So I was like, wait a second. Amy! Need Amy. Sorry, I got all off combobulated. So it's very hard for me to give myself room to fail. And my mom was the person who could kind of talk me out of that and talk me off of that ledge when I thought that I was doing those things. So I'm going to guess that if you're struggling this holiday season, right, that your person, maybe if you're struggling like I am, maybe that person, it's about letting you know that the tree doesn't have to be perfect. The presents wrapping don't have to be matchy. If you didn't go see the Christmas lights, it's okay. Like whatever the overwhelm or the feelings of guilt or that I didn't do enough, all the things that I was feeling today that kind of accumulate with this kind of stuff, right? When we're sad, we kind of overthink everything. Anybody else feeling that way? Like always like overthinking, like, did I do enough? Did I not do enough? Is this right? Is that right? All the things. I want you to know, even if your person can't tell you, I am telling you today. So I'm going to come here and say, you did fine. It is a beautiful holiday about, giving and being kind. It is to celebrate, the actual Christmas season is the celebration of the birth of the Savior. It's not about buying gifts. It's not about having a perfectly decorated house. It's about being present. That is the best present you can give. Because I'm going to tell you right now, my mom, the last few years of her life, she was indigent. She lived in a nursing home. All of her money went to take care of her medical stuff. She did not plan for her, stuff like she should have. She just didn't. And she got very depressed and would get very sad and very sick around the holidays because she couldn't do for us the things she wanted to do for us. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you are one of those people and you have family that you're doing that to, stop it. The only thing that you need is to be present with your family. The gift of your time, the gift of your presence, the gift of your love is all that they need. Don't feel stressed out. Try to feel happy today, even in the tears. Allow the tears to come if they need to come, but know that you did enough. Know that everything is exactly as it's supposed to be, and it's fine. It'll happen again in another year. It'll keep happening every year, year after year after year, and some are going to be better than others, and it's okay. That's where I was struggling today. I was struggling in the, I'm on Chris. I was yesterday finishing up, and I still need to get like a gift card. I'm like, I don't even have time to get the gift card. I'm just going to throw $100 bill in his card. You know what I mean? Like, I was like last night, like, do we get everybody a gift? Like, did we? I don't even know. Like, who do we get a gift? Did we not get a gift? Did I do enough? Did I not do enough? And I laid there and reeled. And when I came in this morning, I was like really struggling. And the mom, whoever it was, said, it's fine. And I felt like this big warm hug. Let's go live. Somebody needs to hear this from you today. It's fine. You are fine. It is all good. No worries. No worries. If my sister's not coming here, I'm going to lose every piece of my mind. Give me just a second. I'm getting ready to be really loud. Give me a second. Sorry, y'all. I had to get Amy to handle that. They were blowing my phone up and they're ready to come pick up stuff. So I needed to like get those answers done. So Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I know. What I'm going to do today is say I love you all. If you are struggling, it's going to be okay. Just take a deep breath and give yourself grace for it. Feel the feelings. Allow them to come. The harder you fight those feelings, the more you try to stop the feelings from happening, the more they're going to continue to break through and you're going to be crying all the time. Because that's what I do every time I try. I'm like, I'm going to be fine. I'm not going to get myself in this feeling. This person's name is Blocky. Merry Christmas is what it says. I'm like, am I going to have to blocky someone? I hope not. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull our affirmation card, our weekly card. I'm going to get off here and finish up all the things I have to do for Christmas. Just like you all need to probably go and take care of the things you need to take care of. My plan is to finish up the stuff we have to do here. to go home and then do all the things I have to do there, and then to sit in my chair and enjoy watching my nieces and nephews be silly tonight. That's the plan. I am going to draw our weekly crystal affirmation card. We have one more Sunday sermon before the new year. That is on New Year's Eve next weekend. And I'm going to promise y'all I'm not going to have anything to do other than this next weekend. After this wedding on Wednesday, I'm done. I'm not doing New Year's Eve boxes. I don't have the energy for that. I will be doing New Year's Day's meals. But other than that, I'm done. After this wedding on Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm done. Do you have invoices for our big flash sale yesterday? I've got all those added up. I'll be private messaging you folks when I get off of here. We're going to pull our affirmation card, our Christmas affirmation card, our Christmas journal card. I'm headed to the dispensary. Then I have to cook my butt off. I hear you. Lisa says, I've been missing my mom, but she also has come to me. I'm so grateful for the gift to communicate with my loved ones. It's such a comfort. I can actually feel my mom blanket me in warmth. Oh, my mom was my anchor, my best friend too. She's not come through like that yet. She comes through in more interesting ways to me sometimes, usually through birds. But we're going to take a big, deep breath in through our noses. Exhale through our mouths. And then we are going to get this card pulled to see what our affirmation card is for this week, for the holiday week. I hope that Santa Claus is good to everybody tomorrow. Whatever your holiday looks like, I hope that it is beautiful and blessed. Our card today is Celestite. Soothe your soul. And the song that just came in whenever I pulled that out, as soon as I saw it, was Give Me the Beat, Boys, and Free My Soul. I want to get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. I was like, okay, that's a good song. That's what came through my brain whenever I saw this card, which is interesting. This is Soothe Your Soul. It kind of sounds like that. So Celestite says Soothe Your Soul, and this is our card today. Trust that things happen in life for a reason. It's natural to worry about the unknown, but trying to tap into hope instead. But try tapping into hope instead. So here's the thing, right? Versus us worrying about all the things we didn't do right, let's tap into the things we did right. Instead of things we did wrong, tap into what we did right. The things that are going right and the things you have hope for. Most of the time, the things you worry about don't actually end up happening. And when you look back, you realize how much time and energy you wasted stressing over something you had little control over. How many of you have stressed over Christmas gifts and like the most insignificant little whoopee cushion thing you bought was the hit of the week? I have done that so many times, been stressing over everything, barring all this trouble. And then as soon as the thing happens, it's like I was worried for nothing and I wasted all of that time putting my energy into something negative. Anybody else? Can I get a hallelujah, amen if you've done that? Stop. Right? So trust that things happen in life for a reason. It's natural to worry about the unknown, but try tapping into hope instead. Most of the time, the things you worry about don't actually end up happening. And when you look back, you realize how much time and energy was wasted stressing over something you had little control over. Of course, take action when you believe you can help or change the outcome of a situation. If not, try to replace any anxiety or tension with more positive thoughts. Soothe your mind, body, and spirit with the comforting notion that it will all be okay in the end. The universe unfolds as it should. How does it? The universe unfolds as it should. And then it says your core questions are, how does worry serve you? These are great journal questions. If any of you get journals for Christmas, which I know a lot of you should be, hopefully I got some journals for Christmas. This is a great one to start with, right? How does worry serve you? What can you tell yourself to ease your worries? And then crystal action, affirm. I trust that all will be well. Today, let go of worry by finding a reason to fill up that space with hope instead. So on this Christmas Eve message for Sunday sermon, our short and sweet 30-minute Sunday sermon, soothe your soul today. Give yourself grace for any kind of way you're feeling. Know that your loved ones are here. Honor them in the way that you need to by loving and crying and talking about them or whatever it may be. And just remember, there's nothing to worry about. It's all going to be okay. You are loved. You are divinely guided. It is Christmas. Go out, enjoy the day. I'm going to go finish this stuff up. Get out of y'all's hair. Allow myself to feel my feelings. I might cry some more today. I might not. Probably a lot more. I cry at little things these days. I'm going to go put the stop on the ball rolling down the hill and allow myself to kind of gather myself together, and I want you all to know that I love you all. Merry Christmas. Thank you for everything. Yes, there you go. Um, and I am going to get off of here today with our normal and usual way. I want to tell you, first of all, thank you for watching. I hope that you have a beautiful, blessed holiday. Know that I appreciate every single one of you. If you're here today, I appreciate you. Why is that doing that? I'm trying to get this off of me. Why is that doing that? Okay, trying to get here. And we're going to end our live today, as we always do, with a little peace, love, and feast. As always, y'all stay elevated. Until next time, I'm Tammy. Merry Christmas.